We'll put it on speed 5 while that finishes, because I'm not worried. I'm not worried about their army buzzing around. He might even lose to Durham here. Defenders of York successfully raided the camps. Yep, he lost to my vassal. And is now fleeing into Scotland. So we have no epidemics now. Oh, Camp Fever. Italy is just a haven for disease, man. Ah, so this banner only shows up when we have the epidemics map mode. That's what it is. Bandits have raided the siege camps. Outbreak of disease in the camps. Yeah, he's going to try to siege my capital with less than 200 soldiers. Unsuccessful raid from the forces inside the castle. I'm still ill. So I'm going to seek treatment for my illness once again. He's worried you're infected with a bubonic plague. It's a little late for that. To invigorate you, Bishop Jocelyn recommended that you consume what made you strong in the first place, and thus provided you with jugs of human breast milk. Okay, that appears to have done nothing. I thought I said stop bothering me about the College of Cardinals. Don't think that did anything. Let's, he's worried you're infected with the plague once again. Rub your limbs with vinegar every morning and evening. Did nothing. I've had these cramps for a long time. King Edward of Lincoln has inherited the County of Lincoln from Paul of Lincoln. Insists you follow instructions. Alright. Spent many hours studying the stars before informing you that in order for your strength to return, you had to fast for the better part of a fortnight. Excellent symptom treatment. Health +2. So that probably means I'll get rid of this illness pretty soon. Siege is going on longer than I would like, but it is York. It's a well-fortified city. Alright, we are victorious. Since he's not recovering any soldiers right now, we might as well just stay here and siege down the rest of his holdings. Rumor of a traitor has demoralized the defenders of St. Peter's. Ah, attacked while collecting taxes in Northumberland. Damn it. I'm going to come back and I'm going to smack you guys for attacking my officials. Blanche is old enough for an education focus. She is indolent and playful. So I could give her a diplomatic education. She would do well with intrigue. She would not do well as a steward. She would not do well with learning. I'll give her a diplomatic education. She has no traits for or against that education. The Mongols sack Kiev. Oh yeah, there's still a Mongol thing happening. And the Ilkhanate is back, so I guess whatever that pretender dynasty was must have been ousted. Are they still Sunni? Oh, they're actually Shiite. Interesting. What does the religion map mode look like? Wait, is the Golden Horde also Shiite? Where's their capital? There it is. No, it looks like they're... Okay, they're Sunni. Interesting. Alright. Yeah. So, Kiev not having a good day. Can't afford to pay my magistrates, and my debts to the lower classes are dangerously high. The peasants of Northumberland are now completely disregarding my divine right to rule. Dang it. Competent ruler, local revolt risk increased. Fingers of St. John the Baptist. Discount price for boxes of 10. A bishop brings you to your attention that false relics are being sold at the market at great profits. They do, of course, generate a lot of commerce and taxes, but still, it's rather immoral and blasphemous. I can crack down on them. I can leave them be, or I can get in on the business. Yeah, I'm going to crack down on the criminals. Middlesexian peasant revolt on King Edward. So right in the heart of the kingdom, there's a peasant revolt. Siege of St. Peter's. I think we can now offer peace, enforce our demands. We now are the rightful rulers of the County of York, which I think brings a bunch more vassals in. Yeah, including the Baron of Richmond and the Mayor of Scarborough, who are not happy with me because they're not on the council. Excellent. So Northumberland has expanded southward. And it looks like our next opponent is probably going to be the Duke Henry of Lancaster, who is, I believe, the brother of the king? Or the cousin of the king, maybe? Let's look at this. So there's Henry. And then this is the royal line here. Edward III died of the plague. Okay, so he's a cousin of the king. I don't know if that means that the king would help him in his wars. But probably regardless, the king isn't going to be that happy about us conquering lands that belong to his dynasty. Yeah. We could also go after Scotland. That's a possibility. For now, let's just stand down our soldiers. And did that change our retinue cap? I believe it did. Oh, but we can't afford to build another retinue unit now. That's definitely something we'll want to do. With our first order of business is definitely going to be getting out of debt. So I'm actually going to change my retinue reinforcement rate to half, so I'm not paying so much upkeep. Actually, I'll change it to 0 until we get out of debt. Yeah. So I guess the next thing I have to do is decide where to send my Chancellor. Unless I want to try to play the long game and get this through marriage. So who... He has 4 daughters and no sons, actually. I don't have a son to marry to one of his daughters, is the problem. But if I killed his wife and married him, and then we had a son... Oh, he wouldn't accept a matrilineal marriage, though, so that wouldn't work. He has Malays. And he's a hunter, it looks like. If I get a son, and I can marry his son to Alice, his eldest daughter, was a brooding 7-year-old girl. That's a little early to be brooding. It's possible that I could set up a long-term inheritance of the Lancaster country. Yeah. So I'm just trying to set some goals here. Obviously, I can't take this. I can't take Lincoln because it's owned by the king, and that would be dumb. At least at this point, until I gain some more power. So I've got Lancaster as a possible target. I have Scotland as a possible target. I already have a de jure claim on Cumberland. But in order to be comfortable with that war, I would need to wait for them to have a revolt or be tied up in something else. Oh! There's actually a war going on with Norway right now. 87% in favor of the Scots, though, so that's not something... If they were losing, I might go ahead and declare war now, but I suppose I will have my Chancellor fabricate claims on... Well, let's see. Be nice to have contiguous borders. 2 holdings, 3 holdings, 3 holdings, 3 holdings, but 1 is empty. 4 holdings, 2 of them are empty. I guess Lancaster, like the capital here, would be the most logical. So I'll go ahead and start fabricating a claim on it. I don't know if I'll take the claim yet. We can at least start fabricating. Didn't I change? I was pretty sure I changed. Okay, so new cardinal appointed. Show in the low priority tab unless it's recording close and unlanded family members. That's what I told it to do. Alright. By the way, you do that by just right-clicking on the message. And you can set different levels of alerts for different things. Alright, I am surely with child. I don't know where that modifier goes. Oh yeah, there it is. Personal combat skill -2. Spousal opinion +15. How am I related to this guy? He's Polish. Just only show it in the log. Maybe that'll fix it. Any of my counselors that aren't doing anything right now? No, they're good. My council. We're good. Liege council. Okay. I would eventually like to get a spot on my liege's council. Alright. I have a new heir. Anselm. He is sickly. Hopefully he will survive infancy. Alright. And what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I need to change my retinue reinforcement rate now that I'm out of debt to full. Court physician Bishop Jocelyn is worried about my newborn son. Anselm is a feeble little thing, even compared to other infants. Jocelyn says he might not live to see his first birthday. So he can have him attempt to save him, or so be it, only the strong survive. Let's try to save him. If we can. While little Anselm still appears slightly weaker than other children of his age, I swear he is much more energetic than he was a couple weeks ago. He might not be out of the woods quite yet, but the worst is past. Awesome. So he gets successful treatment, which somewhat mitigates his sickly modifier. Honestly, I rarely see sickly children die in this game. It's come to my attention that the Chancellor of Teviotdale, who I believe is a Scot, yeah, has threatened his way to a claim on my domain. Alright. Well, you're going to have to fight the English king if you want that. Went ahead and used the claim. Alright, well, if the Scots want to start some shit before I'm ready, that's alright. We'll be ready to fight them. I still have these cramps. Like, they still won't go away. I'm going to continue to seek treatment for them as soon as the modifier expires. Early stages of dysentery. I feel like I would know that I had dysentery at this point. Insisted that I would feel much better if my humors were restored to their proper balance, and bloodletting was the best way to go about it. Well, that's always good. I did get good treatment, though, so it'd be nice to get rid of that modifier. I can shut the gates. Looks like there is a smallpox outbreak. Troublesome peasants. How good is my steward? Because it seems like he's just fucking up all the time. He has a skill of 9. Is there someone better? Not really. I could give it to my strong baron so that he's not irritated about not being on the council anymore, but the stats are slightly worse. Yeah, we're not going to shut the gates for smallpox. We're fine. Looks like York has still got severe depopulation, so it really sticks around. I think it probably degrades into significant and then eventually down to minor. Yeah. The countryside of York. The fields have gone to wilds. The other thing is, I think if we get a port on the Irish Sea, we might be able to start fabricating some claims in Ireland to build up our power base there. 277, so I think I can recruit some more longbowmen now. Young Blanche never stops eating. I'm always staying longer than anyone at the table. She should get out and meet more people. Or, the young will be as they are. Yeah, I'm going to try to encourage her to... Nope, she gained gluttonous anyway. Lords of England have approved the institution of the ruler imprisonment sovereignty law, so the council no longer gets to vote on imprisonment. These are dark days. My husband, Duke Ugolino, has been beset by oozing lesions and a high fever. I have just been informed that the affliction is indeed smallpox. Dang it! It's kind of a bad one. Pray to God that he'll recover. Sickness and death awaits us all. Stop pestering me. Can I seek treatment for him? From the court physician? He's getting decent symptom treatment, at least. Maud, my youngest sister, needs... She's playful and curious. So she would actually make a good diplomat. Or a good spy master. I'll make her a diplomat. So do we actually have... Okay, after being skillfully treated by court physician Bishop Jocelyn of Lindisfarne, my husband Ugolino is feeling much better. Perhaps he is deserving of some praise. I shall praise him personally in the court. Because I am gregarious, I can do this. So Jocelyn's opinion of me changes by 15. We become close friends. That's good to have your doctor also be a close friend. And everyone else gets a high opinion of me. I should compensate him. No, he's merely doing his job. Yeah, I'll praise him to the court. He's gotten us through some dark times. The House of de Umfraville would not be half what it is without him. I've inherited the barony of Alnwick from Humphrey of Alnwick, who has died. I'm now over my domain limit. Can I... Let's see if they'll vote for higher centralization. Approved! Okay, so I don't need to hand out any land. I can just keep it. So, I don't have a spy master now. Mayor Arnold would like to be my spy master. He's a powerful vassal. Yeah, that completely turned around his opinion of me. He just wanted a spot on the council. That's all he wanted. Scheme. I can now grant out some commander titles. Baron of Richmond is a decent fighter. I'd rather risk him than risk my husband, honestly. It'd be nice to have at least one more male child to keep the succession safe. Oh, did she have smallpox too? Oh yeah, Maud also had smallpox, but was cured, so I'll praise the physician to the court. We have a really good physician. My liege, King Edward the Spider. I can see why he's called the Spider. He has 16 intrigue. Has decided to seclude himself and his court from the outside world in order to avoid the ongoing epidemic. The gates of Westminster have been shut, and any landed councillors have been sent back to their homes. Yeah, I don't really want to piss off the king, so I'm gonna say he's only doing what he must. How bad is the smallpox thing? Oh, okay, we got just a shitload of smallpox going on here. That's a significant amount of smallpox. Special minor titles. Apparently my commanders are dying of smallpox. My husband is the only one left who can fight, so... Maud seems to be showing more signs of laziness. She should get out and talk to people. My sisters are useless. My son has been beset. Ah, no. No! Alright, cool. He got successful treatment. But he's also still sickly. Oh, he has a mild case of smallpox. I found out Dark Renown actually was commenting, from Paradox, was commenting on some of our videos. So, there's you can have an illness, and then on top of that, you can have a modifier telling you if that illness is mild or severe. Or you can not have either modifier, meaning it's just a regular old case of smallpox. So I ain't afraid of no pox. We survived the Black Death.